Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. I have to say, I am very jealous of you guys because I've been scrolling through your social media feeds and saw this amazing video of you guys performing and the crowd going absolutely bonkers, crazy wild. I believe it was at a festival pilot, I believe.
Yeah.
What was that feeling of getting to perform again after so long?
It's hard to describe it, genuinely. I went in so prepared, and within 10 seconds of being on the stage, all bets were off. I was in the crowd, upside down. I forgot the words, and then the next thing I knew, it was all over. And it was just such a rush. It was like nothing. It was as if I was taking the stage for the very first time again in my life, you know? So
Yeah.
it's kind of beautiful to be able to be given that. So it was amazing.
Yeah, because you wrote the new album because of tour cancellations. Like you kind of needed to go into lockdown, unfortunately. Now, looking at it in hindsight, would you have chosen to do the tour and then maybe get to this album, or how are you happy you were able to make new music?
I think the album is definitely a product of its time, and if I'm honest, it's exactly what we needed as a band. It's what Rattlesnakes needed. We needed energy. If we had gone on tour, would we made the same album? No, definitely we wouldn't have, you know? So if I could go back and do it differently, I wouldn't. This album is very important. Is pure energy, and we've needed that for a long time. We needed that shift. So, and I think people do as well, you know? So when we deliver the album finally, it's the Rattlesnakes record that people have wanted from us for a long time. So that to me is very exciting.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. I mean, there is a lot of energy into it, and I also saw that like Madness, Prodigy, and Primal Scream are some of your inspirations. What do you take away most from those artists, or is it just that pure energy that you hear?
Mostly it's the energy, but it's also the the exploration. All of those bands, like their whole point was to really push boundaries and like merge cultures. And what we did was we tried to focus on our little part of London that we love, that was keeping us alive, you know, that was giving us inspiration, giving us life. And so we just wrote this big long sort of love letter to East London. And naturally, as you're doing that, you're just reminded of those bands, you know, like bands like the Prodigy, bands like Madness, you know, like Sham 69, all of these bands that came out and came through there, and we just it all left their mark on them, and it's left its mark on us, and so all I ever want to do is be original, make my own music. But I want to do that with respect, and I always want to pay homage to the people that laid the path before me, because without them we wouldn't be here, you know? That just made me realize, like, we're just living our life, we're just making our music and playing our shows, and we're just putting it out there. And once it's out, you have no control over it. And that's sometimes can be a bad thing, but more often than not, it's a really beautiful thing. And every connection that your music has after that you will never know about. You don't know what kind of damage or beauty it's creating in the world, and that's an amazing thing. And so in this instance, yeah, like I made a lot of great friends from just being me, from just making music and putting it out. So yeah, it's exciting, man.
Is that also the thing that is sticking out the most, if I may, from your new album? Because it almost feels like the energy in there is just, hey, just go with it and do your own thing with it almost. At least that's the vibe that I'm getting, especially from Sticky. It's like, yeah, man, just go. Is that kind of the thing that is sticking out on the album?
100%. It's about being yourself. Unashamedly, unapologetically, be yourself and live your life. You know, the album isn't about, like, it's not about a lockdown. It's a freedom album. You know, it's about what's gonna happen when we get our life back, which will happen for a lot of us. You know, and it's about when we get to that point. No matter, I don't know when it's gonna be. I don't know when that's gonna be, but when we get to that point when we can really have our lives back, we have a responsibility and a duty to really fucking live our lives to the fullest for all of the people that don't have that opportunity now.
Yeah, because I also saw online that you said about this record that it's also about that moment when you're drunk at a bus stop at 3 a.m., which is also something like it almost, to me, feels surreal. Like I've experienced, the last time I experienced something like that is so long ago because of everything that happened, of course, in the world. But how often did this happen that you're like, all right, this is one of the themes of the album, at least?
It's about the characters you see when you're in that chaos, that after party chaos, you know. The album isn't quite, it's not quite the sun coming up. It's still dark, you know. It's still that window, that good window between 2 and 5 a.m. It's like the witching hour. So I miss those times a lot.
There's also a UK and European tour announced. How excited are you for that? And how much are you looking forward to play in different countries? Unfortunately, you're not coming to the Netherlands yet. I hope that will happen soon-ish when it's possible. But what are you looking forward to the most from the tour?
I mean, I didn't know how... Look, I've been doing this for a long time. Yeah, a really long time now. I know I look very young.
You do, actually. You do.
A long time. And I didn't realize how much... It's my life. It's my life, and it was taken away from me. And I didn't realize how much I need it, and I'm good at it. And I love that connection, being able to connect with different people in different cultures every day. Sometimes speaking completely different languages. What a gift that is. And that's my purpose. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here on this earth, living this life, is to go out and connect with people. So I need it, man. You're like, how excited are you? I'm like, I want to throw my laptop out the window, man. I'm ready. I'm like, get me on tour now. I'm fucking ready. I'm done. I'm like, let's go.